Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about what a potential pandemic, if you will, for 2021 will be, and we're going to talk about that right after this.
Because I am hard, you will not like me. But the more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Alright, welcome back. So, I saw a video today where a subscriber of his, and I'm going to play that in a minute, had commented that truckers are now quoting rates of up to $8.50 per mile to haul freight, which includes food. So, of course, his video was about the potential of food being unaffordable within the next month. And that could be, or could not be, I don't know. Honestly, it appeared as if it came from a reliable source. So I'm going to go ahead and play that clip for you real quick. It's about a minute, and then we'll get back into the discussion.
Videos. I just want to read it to you, okay? It says, hang on, folks. We're seeing major changes in our trucking and brokerage. Most freight, food products, is hauled at $2.50 to $3.50 a mile. A dream load would be $4 to $4.50 a load. But this week, we're being quoted upwards of $8.50 from truck drivers. This is the first tangible sign that food prices are going to skyrocket. We, meaning people in her profession, see the economy about a month out from the rest of folks. So hang on, it's going to get ridiculous in our grocery stores because the only choice for the shipper is to pay it. The price will then be passed on to the consumer. Need a job? Drive a truck because there's a huge shortage. A lot of the available trucks have gone to the government to haul COVID vaccine.
All right, well, the full video can then be viewed in the description below. But I believe that we could be facing a potential crisis of an increase in food. We've already seen gas go up. And I think my thoughts on this, number one, are that people sit around and they feel like the government is going to bail them out in the event of a crisis. And that is because I think that people are somewhat lazy and ill-informed, that they don't know how to make their own decisions on how to survive. I mean, look at the news right now with where's our $2,000, Biden, and all this other stuff. So make no mistake that if indeed this is true, and bread goes from $3 to $15, there's going to be a massive, massive catastrophe in this country. And there's a couple other videos of his, I really encourage you to watch his channel, that talk about, such as the end of this eviction moratorium, where we'll now have 40, 50 million homeless people on the street. Guess where they're going? They're not going to Skid Row. They're going to the country. So I've talked about preparing before, but preparing is not just necessarily a fad. It has to be, something you take seriously. It has to be something that you know what you're doing. Can you garden? Can you hunt? Can you fish? Can you do anything you can to survive outside of not being able to buy food at the store? Eating ramen noodles or having 50 pounds of flour on hand isn't going to help you. So you gotta, I'll paraphrase something else I saw in another video, you gotta be able to practice these scenarios and be able to know what you're doing, because in an emergency situation, or in a situation where things like last year took a turn, you're going to be screwed. Just having a bag with supplies in it doesn't mean you know what you're doing or you're going to be able to go. So coming up with a plan, being able to, self-suffice, being able to live without things like phones, technology, being able to generate your own heat or your own cooking source via a charcoal grill, a fire, whatever. Being able to grow simple things that grow fast, tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, collards, just having a general sense of survival and not relying on technology, not relying on what we use every single day, you know, that's a good example right there. You know, those are great things to have, but what do you do if you don't have one? You know? So, in the event that the truckers, because there is a huge shortage, in the event that the truckers decide to charge almost $9 a mile, of course they have no choice but to pay it. And of course, those costs are going to be passed on to you. These grocery stores are not going to absorb a 5-time increase on shipping and give you 99 cents for a loaf of bread. No, it'll be $5, $6, or sometimes some of those higher end brands are going to be $15. If you don't believe me, YouTube some of the grocery prices in Alaska with the current shipping rates that we have now. Some of the stuff that you used to paying $2 for are $8, $9, $10. Gas is $2.90 a gallon here. Hasn't been that high, well, since Trump. So a lot of things are probably going to change, and you have to learn how to survive, and you have to learn how to adapt without being clueless. I mean, I remember when Hurricane Irma came through here and the cell phones were out for about an hour. Everyone was driving like, oh, what do I do? Where do I go? You got to learn how to read a map. You got to know how to read a compass. You got to know how to grow some shit. And you can't just say, oh, I've got seeds, but I'll grow when I need to, because plants take time. Most of them are 45 days. You'll be dead by then. All right? So get yourself started now and get yourself prepared as best as you can and start researching and doing your homework, because if this is true in the next month to 45 days where food is going to double, triple, or even go 5 times, what are you going to do then? Look how long it takes them on each of these stimulus checks to get you money. You think they're going to bail you out? Nah. What are you going to do if they don't pass the extended eviction moratorium and people are in your backyard trying to eat out of your shit? You got to know what you're doing. You got to research. You got to do your homework. You got to take the time out of your precious social media involved day and learn how to survive. It ain't that hard. But this is a warning. Take it how you will. Some of you will brush it off. Oh, the government will give me my food. No, they may not. But for those of you that decide to heed this warning and learn how to smoke, can, hunt, fish, you're going to be all right. And that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.